You know, all the kids are going to make fun of you.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Probably a lot of them will or at least laugh.
If you're
at
like
it.
in high school and stuff, then it's like, I'm sure that there will still be like one or two people, but more people have like empathy.
Yeah, especially if they're like, oh, there's something wrong with her like stomach. You know, she got stomach
like,
issues or something.
Clearly there was a problem here. But if you're in first grade, kids will make fun of you for anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Yeah, kids will make fun of you because your lunch stinks.
Yeah. All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Chisme Chronicles podcast.
Episode 21.
We're
We're in sync that time.
Huh? Oh, yeah. No, it was perfect. Oh, it was like butter. Like butter. If this is your first time here, my name is Roman. I'm here with Kaylee the Bandit.
Crazy, aka Crazy Kaylee, aka Klepto Kaylee.
Yeah.
I've been responding to everybody's comments like that, by the way. So
I saw that.
In case that wasn't obvious enough, that's me.
I saw that on one of them. Like I was like, oh, somebody responded. Like I was gonna reply later, and then it was gone. And I had to like do like a little filter because and then I saw you here replied, and it was like Klepto Kaylee, like / Kaylee the Bandit / Crazy Kaylee, all the names on there. If this is your first time here, we do Am I the A-hole? We do stories from Am I the A-hole subreddit. We do Today I Effed Up. Today we're doing from the Revenge subreddit.
Yeah, new one.
Petty Revenge.
New one, incoming.
And then sometimes we do, we've done some tweet episodes, like crazy tweets, dating, hating your job or whatever. So if you like that kind of content, consider subscribing for more videos just like this.
Please, we need them.
So yeah. Oh, and we'll give a subscriber update. We're at 207 subscribers as of today.
Whoa!
I'm proud of every single one of those subscribers.
Dude, we broke 200.
Broke 200.
We're in the big leagues.
Damn. Hey, for all of you hardcore fans out there that like we see you guys like commenting and all that stuff, make sure you share it. You know, not make sure. We'd appreciate it if you shared it.
We've gotten some really nice comments. I love them. They're so sweet. You guys are so sweet.
Yeah, then there's some people on there that are like that comment on a lot of the videos.
Yeah.
There are super fans. We love you.
You guys can ask the other car people if you can also share custody.
Yeah. For all the people that are commenting a lot, I'm like you're the reason why I wake up every morning.
You're the reason we do this.
Yeah. You give me a reason to want to just wake up and roll out of bed.
No, you guys are great. Honestly, it's so funny.
Like Tuesdays and Thursdays are fun because we put out episodes, and then like the other 5 days of my week they're just boring. Like this sucks.
We have to put out 7 episodes a week now.
Dude, when we first started, we did 3 in 1 week. Remember?
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Throwback. No, yeah. No, honestly, I just like one little like last comment or whatever, but I had avoided reading any of the comments for so long because like, and I didn't even have like YouTube Studios on my laptop or my phone or anything because I was like so nervous about like getting like hate and stuff. And there have been like a couple like little comments here and there that don't bother me, but I'm like honestly so pleased with like the amount of like love that you guys are giving. It's so sweet.
Yeah. Apparently we are
Well,
somebody commented that we sound like we're from the cast of Blood In Blood Out. Like
that's so funny.
If you don't know what that is, like it's just a movie about like
true Mexican movie,
like Chicanos, you know, like Mexican American people growing up in Boyle Heights in East LA. Like in the 90s or something.
Yeah, if you're trying to increase your Mexican street cred, you gotta watch that movie.
Oh, but be ready, it's like a 3.5 hour movie.
Yeah, but it's a feature film for sure. But strap in, get some popcorn. Yeah, and it's worth it, I promise.
So this is a Blood In Blood Out episode. Orale. Hey, welcome back, everyone. I'm right here with Kaylee the Bandit Holmes. And it's gonna be crazy this episode, and like, you know, subscribe because it's gonna be firme.
I can't even join in. I haven't seen that movie in so long.
It's because you probably only first generation Mexican American.
Get out of here. The disrespect. I'm ending the podcast.
It's because
the disrespect.
It's because I'm first generation. My parents are straight out of Mexico. Like straight out of Compton, straight out of Mexico, coming over the wall to make a new life. Hey,
coming over the wall.
Hey, this straight up. Hey, they're American citizens now though. They're legit.
They're legit. And they moved back to Mexico anyway.
Hey, now they're retired in Mexico. Yeah. Now they're living in Mexico, retired
back to the homeland.
Living in beachfront property,
dude.
I got an oceanfront property in Mexico now. Dude, copyright strike.
I don't even know that song. Does anybody know that song?
Probably only first generation Mexican.
Probably only people over 40.
Damn. Like that? Okay. So no, I was just saying, like, yeah, my parents are from Mexico. I was born in the States, and Katie was also born in the States, but she's my niece, so she's second generation. That's all I was like saying,
It's a fight every day. Us second generation Americans, we fight to speak Spanish.
Yeah.
We fight for our right to stay Mexican.
I'm fighting for my life. Remember, to this day. That's R. Kelly.
No, I don't. I mean, I only know.
It was like in the
things
interview.
About R. Kelly.
It was in the interview. He's like, to this. That's Kelly's. I'm fighting for my life.
I'm fighting for my life.
To this day.
I remember that.
To this day. Katie's fighting. She's
fighting for my Mexican status, dude. Every day.
Yeah, she's fighting to stay connected.
Tough, huh? The only reason that I still like call myself like Mexican and like still like embrace it and stuff is because I grew up in Yuma, dude. Because I grew up freaking on the border. You know what I mean? So I got all the culture. All my friends are Mexican. We spoke Spanish in the school cafeterias. You know what I mean? But if I grew up here, hell no, I would have been white.
In Phoenix?
Yeah. Even here, because I probably would have like white friends, you know what I mean? There's like a lot more like, but there it was like,
well, there's white people in Yuma.
No, I know, but it was like the majority was Mexican. So like if I wasn't a part of it, like I would have been like an outcast. So like I assimilated, you know what I mean? Like,
also it depends on like what kind of friends your parents have,
True.
Like if your parents, had a lot of white friends, or if they had a mix or whatever, and like obviously, they probably would have had. The same as over there. A mix, yeah.
But like the Mexican friends that they had, their kids didn't speak Spanish because they were like third generation.
Yeah.
You know
I had a friend that was third generation, and he didn't speak Spanish. Like his parents were like you. Yeah. And
yeah, dude.
I mean, he's like, I'm Mexican, like I don't speak Spanish, but like I still like the food and
Mexican?
I don't. But
are
you the nah.
No disrespect.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter first through fourth through fifth generation. We're down for the barrio. That then we'll embrace you. Or like
my grandpa's always like, si tienes el nopal en la frente.
Yeah, si tienes el nopal en la frente, el mendigo nopalazo.
So funny.
So the thing is, the Chicano movement really started.
This is a Chicano episode.
Yeah. See, they were fighting since the 30s. No,
in LA in the 1970s. Yeah.
Yeah, in the 70s. See, the Pachuco era during World War II.
Cesar Chavez once said.
Yeah. It really goes all the way back to Pancho Villa. See, when the Spanish came to America,
and Frida Kahlo, she really.
Yeah, Frida Kahlo was the original Chicana, You know what I mean? Like, because she was out here, like, in New York and, like, doing the art galleries and stuff. And, like, she was representing for the culture from, like, way back when,
Oh,
for real.
Gosh.
Like,
if you're not Mexican, I'm so sorry.
Hey, hashtag Frida Kahlo, the original Chicana.
Hashtag Frida Kahlo. Hashtag free the unibrow.
Damn. Free the unibrow. Damn.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
We love you, Frida.
Hey, we love you, Frida. Hey, the original Chicana, she was representing. Representing for the hood. Hey. Oh, damn. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Hard right turn.
See, hey, but if it wouldn't have been for that comment, we wouldn't have had this content.
That's true.
We wouldn't have been able to go down this like little rabbit hole of like jokes. Comedy. Just comedy.
You guys, if you want to set us off, make sure to comment because we read every single one of those comments.
Hey, we read every single one of those comments. We're proud of every single one of those comments.
We're proud of every single one of those comments.
All right, enough chit chat.
Let's get right into it.
We're gonna jump right into it, guys. Like 45 minutes of talking about like Chicano history.
Oh my gosh.
All right, here we go.
Petty revenge.
Petty revenge. Yeah, I was about to. All right, here we go. Emma the asshole. Like just like. All right, here we go. Petty revenge. Bully made fun of me for pooping my pants. Yo, if you're thinking you're gonna get the normal Reddit story channels, this is not the place.
If you're 4 years old, tune in for the fart joke.
Yeah. Hey, we mix ridiculousness with Reddit content.
Yeah, and this is family content. Watch it with
family
your kids.
content.
Subscribe your kids' channels. I know they have one.
Hey, take 2. Here we go.
Okay.
Bully made fun of me for pooping my pants. She had to pooped on her porch weekly 20 years later.
Ooh.
Damn. This girl was a relentless bully at a private Catholic school where I didn't fit in. Granted, I did have some bowel issues and pooped my pants semi-regularly. But she was one of those girls that was just born to be a mean girl. Her brother even made fun of my brother for being overweight. When I moved into my first apartment when I was 19, it so happened that her brother and her both lived together with their sorority sisters and frat brothers a mere block away. My roommates and I drank heavily at the time. Like, oh, damn. And upon finding out that they lived there, decided it would be hilarious if we all pooped on her porch. Well, it was so fun that it became a drunken tradition with 10 plus people, off and on for the next 5 years, at least once a week. Getting to tell her years later is a whole nother story, which was its own petty revenge in itself. I tell the story to my daughter and her friends as an anti-bullying cautionary tale. I was in first grade when I unintentionally shit my pants in after school. Because she said, while I was a full-blown adult when I purposely shit this girl's porch, I was in first grade when I unintentionally shit my pants in like the after-school program. Yeah. And that's it. That's the story.
Dude.
Just drop the deuce.
Okay. Hot take. If you're regularly pooping your pants, I understand you have bowel issues. But if you're regularly pooping your pants, it's going to be impossible to maneuver through middle school or.
It was first grade though.
But she said it happened occasionally for like
throughout
school.
She says that that she was in first grade, not like
dude, especially in first grade. If you poop your pants more than once in first grade, kids can't even process sympathy at that point. You know what I mean? There's no level
feral.
of understanding.
They're
feral. Kids will
savages.
First graders will walk down the street and call you fat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
first graders will walk down the street and be like, "Why are you ugly?"
Yeah.
You know? So if you're pooping your pants, you're like, I don't know. I don't know how long that girl bullied her for.
Yeah.
But if she bullied her up until like 5th grade or something, it's like, okay, dude. Like, you're 10 years old. Like, maybe you're understanding, like, empathy for the first time in your life at that point. Damn, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say that like she went to school with her all the way through high school. It doesn't say that. Yeah. It just says like at a private Catholic school, she first grade, she poops her pants. All the kids are going to make fun of you.
Yeah, like, dude.
Probably a lot of them will or at least laugh.
If you're like in high school and stuff, then it's like, I'm sure that there will still be like 1 or 2 people, but more people have like empathy.
Yeah, especially if they're like, oh, there's something wrong with her like stomach. She got stomach issues or something.
Clearly there was a problem here. But if you're in first grade, kids will make fun of you for anything. Yeah. Anything. Yeah, kids will make fun of you because your lunch stinks.
Yeah. Dude, just savage.
Yeah.
Like your mom made you like a
bean burrito.
like your mom made you like a little sandwich or a little quesadilla, little sandwich, or whatever, and like she put in a little paper bag or whatever. But for whatever reason, like that paper bag, like a book,
wet.
It has it was like wet or had like that carton smell, and they're like, ew, your food stinks. Your food stinks, crazy Kaylee.
I remember.
And you're like, the kids in my pussy. And they're just like, oh, yeah, la comida pestosa.
That's your
like, oh, su comida huele a caca.
And then it like evolves.
Yeah, dude, it's like,
your mouth stinks or something.
Yeah, yeah. Then you know that her dad was a poop.
Yeah.
You know, like she's half poop.
Yeah.
You know, the kids just like their little brains just spinning, like coming up with all this stuff. Like,
oh man,
like no one's seen her dad. Yeah, that's good. Like, yeah, no one's seen her dad. Yeah, that's because he got flushed. You know, like,
dude, you got like another. You're tapped into that first grade drama. Like,
me?
Yeah.
No, I thought you were hella tapped in too.
No, yeah. But like, I can't even.
The lunch stinks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that. Okay, I thought that was funny.
We're tapped into first grade.
Yes,
drama.
dude. Like,
it's just resurfacing trauma.
I start getting triggered.
Yeah. It's resurfaced trauma. Yeah.
Oh man.
I remember there was like this one kid because like I grew up in Yuma. And it's like right on the border, right? And there was like this one like kid there was it was all Mexican kids and then military kids at my elementary school, and all the military kids were white, right? And there was like this one kid that I was like kind of friends with, and I would always try and sit next to him at like the table, and like straight up maybe second grade, you know? And I remember every time that my mom would pack my lunch, and she would pack like huevo con chorizo or like papas con chorizo or just something with like a little bit of like a stronger smell or whatever.
Still with a little bit of stank on it.
He would always be like, that does not smell good.
Damn.
and I was like friends with him, but it would always make me so self-conscious because I like sometimes if I didn't know she packed or something, I'd be like, I'd just try and like move it to the side.
Where you open it and it's like the smell, and then it's like your mom wrapped it in foil, so it's still steaming. Dude, and shit.
It'd be wrapped in foil and then wrapped in like in
a Ziploc bag,
napkin too.
In a napkin,
yeah, napkin and foil, and it would
just hediondo,
odor release,
just dude. Like huevo, like just burnt egg,
4-hour-old huevo,
just like. And well, it's like 115 degrees in Yuma, you know, and like you had. I left my
lunch back outside.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this kid, I mean, he
from like Louisiana.
He's like that stinks.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know,
never horrible,
white bread with mayo. All racist. Just talking trash. Like just like a
freaking chicken nuggets and chopped up fruit. Get out of here. Let me eat my papa con chorizo.
All healthy. Like
all healthy.
He had like a little bento box, you know, like all perfect and stuff.
I mean,
perfectly sliced apple wedges, and
refried beans.
Your mom gave you refried beans that were left out the night before with huevo.
They got the crusties on the pan, so you gotta pour water in it and mix it up.
Just to like make it more. You
never had to do that when it gets like all the crusties all over the edge because everybody's left their beans in the pan overnight, and then you eat them the next morning.
Yeah. You know, oh, that's good. That just need a little bit of water.
That's what I would do, dude. Scrape it off. You mix it in.
Dude, that's the good stuff.
It's bean surprise.
Yeah.
The crunchy
Your mom gives you a freaking bottle of Cholula. You know, like she's like, here,
dude. I just started working at this job that I've been working at, right? I'm the only Mexican person in the whole office. That has never happened to me before in my life.
I'm the only one Chicana right there representing.
I'm the only Chicana
right there representing for the set.
But that had never happened to me before in my entire life. When I was packing my lunches, like at first when I was going or whatever, I still pack my lunches sometimes. But there was like the first week that I was there, I had like pollo asado and what's it called, just like Mexican like red rice and tortillas, right? And I didn't know, but I wanted to pack like tapatio too, but I didn't have like a little like packets or whatever. So I was just taking the whole bottle and I didn't think about it.
And the jumbo bottle too.
Dude, I would take the whole bottle and I whip it out and just like pour it all over my food.
Yeah.
And then
you're hitting the you hit the backside.
Yeah. Dude, I got so many comments of like, oh, who packs your food? Or like, that smells spicy. And I'd be like, I pack my food and it is spicy and it's good.
But were they like, was it more like that's a legit lunch vibe?
It was like, because like they eat, because all of them eat, this is a whole nother, I won't go on this tangent, but they eat like cans of soup cold. That's what they eat.
You mean like a freaking, like a Campbell's soup? Like a
can of soup, like the bigger, I think it's like Heinz or Hunt's or something. It's not the ketchup one, but there's like I don't know. There's a red can of soup that's like different kinds of soups, and they'll just pour it in a bowl and eat it.
Just cold like tomato soup?
I've seen one of them eat it cold. One of them did put it in the microwave, but just can of soup. Meanwhile, I'm over here with my pollo asado and rice and
over here with like 8 ounces of chicken, perfectly grilled,
dude,
and your freaking tortilla,
perfectly grilled and seasoned.
Damn. Okay, no.
My tapatio bottle.
Then they were like yo, you got any more of that? I feel like that was the vibe.
But less spicy.
Yeah.
Right.
What was I gonna say? Oh no, just to I don't know, I want to say something else.
Yeah.
So not the asshole. So no, but actually though.
Oh yeah, sorry. Circling back.
Just to circle back to the story. I mean, damn, we went into our own trauma. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, she went hard. I mean, what else is there to say? You know what I mean? She obviously took that. She was highly offended.
Yeah.
So she's like, I'm gonna.
Dude, she
here's
held
my
on
chance.
to that. That is the pettiest revenge. Okay. That is the true nature of the subreddit. That is the pettiest revenge, because could she have let go her first grade trauma? Yes. Could she have gone to therapy? Yes. Could she have just talked to her friends about it? Mm-hmm. Did she choose to do any of that? None.
Yeah.
No.
So here's a list of all the things that I could do. Or
shit on her porch.
Shit on her porch. And here's the other thing too. She didn't do it on by herself. Dude, totally. At what point do you not get a Ring camera? Or
file a police report.
Or also
hide in the bushes.
Or you wear a mask. You wear a mask. Like the shitters.
Oh yeah,
like a ski mask or something. They're like, oh, they got a Ring camera. That's cute.
But at that point,
record this.
At that point, I'm hiding in the bushes and I'm scaring you while you're mid, just to traumatize you for the rest of your life.
But like you don't know when they're coming. You don't know when they're coming.
I'd be waiting out there, dude. If that was me and I had no other option, I would be waiting out there every single night. If it's happening at least once a week, max, you're gonna be out there for maybe 8 days. You know what I mean? I would be out there every single night waiting for them. I promise I would,
dude. But also to have like all the people go over there and just drop a deuce. And here's the thing too: how do you get 10 people to take a shit in sync?
That's
like how do 10 people like oh yeah, let's get drunk and on Friday we'll go. Okay, all right, we'll wait till 2 a.m. And like, how does everybody? And then are they doing it one by one, or are they all going in a line and just dropping a deuce at the same time?
I think she said that it's 10 of them that each do it, and it's at least once a week. So it's like one time you do it, one time I do it, one time somebody else does it. Like they're not going together.
Dude, yeah. I was straight up thinking, hey, Friday at 3 a.m.
squatted on the board.
I was imagining 10 turds.
I would. Oh my gosh.
On the 10th day of Christmas, my dream.
If they did that one time, that would probably get the person to break down and just call the cops or get a ring or something.
Dude. Oh, but what you said makes sense. It's I'll do it today.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Or maybe they're not even talking about it anymore.
I go hard. I just like my brain went to like the most extreme like.
Damn, dude.
Anyway.
So on the note of your coworkers and food, that's the theme of my petty revenge story. Okay. So petty revenge. I've been secretly fattening up 2 coworkers for talking shit about a friend of mine. I've known my friend since high school. I'll call him Bob. We're both in our 40s now and ended up briefly working for the same company, but different locations. Sometimes employees travel to different locations for training and whatnot, and a little over a year ago, my buddy ended up here for half the day of training. My friend has a lisp, and he's self-conscious about it. He was teased in high school, and it's affected his self-image and self-esteem. The guy is all heart and a really cool guy if you get to know him. He's a bit overweight and pretty self-conscious about that too. I wasn't there the day that Bob came in to train. But the next day when I went to the front office with 2 of the secretaries to say good morning like always, and they were talking with a fake lisp and continually cracking up like it was the funniest thing in the world. I knew my friend was here, but asked them anyway what the lisp was about. The 2 a-holes didn't know that Bob was one of my oldest friends. They could barely keep a straight face about how the guy from the other place sounded like a loser who would probably never find a woman. He looked greasy. He was fat. You can imagine what he would sound like in bed. Ha 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 ha. Stuff like that. I was pissed, but I kept a good poker face. Kind of chuckled and said something to the effect of, "You guys are terrible." They seemed proud of themselves. These two a-holes, have a sweet tooth. For the last year, I have relentlessly been bringing them donuts, chocolates, Starbucks, drinks with so much sugar they could give an elephant diabetes. ice cream cakes, candy, anything that's calorie dense and sweet. And then they keep making jokes about the diet starts tomorrow. If you take a small bite, it's less calories. They laugh and they eat. No joke, they've gained about 40 pounds apiece.
Yo.
And now complain about stuff like finding clothes and being tired all the time. One of them was spilling her guts to the other about her husband not wanting to sleep with her anymore.
Wow.
Bob never found out about what they said, and I left the company for greener pastures shortly after the incident. I hope he's doing good. I have no intention of stopping.
No intention of stopping. Oh, he left. Bob left.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Bob
left and she's still there.
Yeah.
And she has no intention of stopping.
Yeah.
40. She got him up 40 pounds.
40 pounds in a year each.
Damn. No, I could totally see that.
Yeah.
I could totally see that.
If you're getting freaking like mega crazy sugar Starbucks drinks every day and donuts every day and ice cream, like
damn.
This woman is spending her hard-earned money.
She is a soldier.
Dude,
she's like, oh, you gonna do my boy Bob dirty?
She's a true ride or die.
You trying to do my boy Bobby Joe dirty like that?
She's a ride or die. Bobby Joe.
Yeah, straight a ride or die. Like, oh, that's my boy.
Yeah.
Been dropping $100 a week on snacks.
Yeah, dude. How old are we that we're making fun? Like, how old are y'all? You guys are making fun of people for being overweight in an office,
dude.
Every office worker in America is overweight, dude.
I feel like so many people in the world, like they still have like their middle school bully version of themselves inside,
it's
and like.
So sad.
And yeah, it's like it doesn't make any sense. Like, yo, you're 35 years old, you're married with 2 kids, and you're over here laughing at a man that has a lisp that can't do anything about it, and like you find pleasure in
bullying
in like
the hell out of him.
And like, you know, I 1000% believe that all of that stuff, people that are like that is because they want to feel better.
You know what I believe? How it would get fixed?
Oh, how?
If they go to therapy.
Dun, dun, dun. Like when you're like
therapy.
For
anybody that doesn't know, that hasn't been here since day one, this is my imaginary scoreboard.
Yeah.
Where I tell people if they need to get divorced or if they need to go to therapy.
You know what would be hilarious? If we had a sign that said like a neon sign, and it will have switches, and then it'll be like, oh, turn on the therapy one. Like, what do they need? Therapy, or like divorce, you know? Or it's like,
you guys,
leave,
if we just get more subscribers, we can make that dream come true.
Hey, when we get like, you know, at some point, if we're able to
get famous,
you know, get some money with, you know, at some point, like every channel, when you get to a point where you can monetize your channel, we're gonna invest. We're going to invest on
first thing, dude.
Yeah. And maybe another camera too.
And maybe like a better on-air sign.
Yeah. Like we don't turn it on anymore because it like washes out all kind of weird. I mean, that's what happens when you pay like $13 on Amazon. So
behind the scenes, you guys.
Hey, but we're going to make it better. We're going to be improving the podcast. Yeah. But
it's
anyway,
gonna be good. But anyways.
1,000%, like, yo, you got to go to therapy. Like,
yeah.
But some people don't even know though, because, like they don't even know that they should, that they need to.
Yeah.
Because it's not, whatever is causing them to be like that is not affecting their life.
Especially like if you make a joke like that and then somebody immediately reciprocates. You know what I mean? It's like, oh well, that's normal. Like everybody would make fun of this guy. You know what I mean? Because like somebody else did too.
Yeah.
But like if they were met with like any kind of pushback,
like,
then it would have been like, oh, why did I do that? You know what I mean? Like maybe they would have reflected a little bit.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
I mean they could.
Yeah.
And then also I could just see so many people are just crazy like that.
She's stuck up. Yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no, it wasn't. Like, you're just saying that so that you don't think I'll think like bad of you.
Yeah.
But in reality, you are a hater like that.
Yeah. And you're nasty and you're gross. Also, if you've never been overweight and you don't know that like struggle or whatever, it's like, dude, sit down, shut up. Like you don't know anything.
Or she might know now. She's up 40 pounds.
Now she knows, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like my husband doesn't want to.
I'm glad she knows.
Like my husband doesn't want to sleep with me anymore.
Yeah, I hope she never makes fun of it. But it's also so funny because it's like, sometimes you see like overweight people making fun of other overweight people. Like I feel like I saw this a lot like during COVID. It'd be like, oh, like it doesn't matter if, like, of course, like whoever from down the street got it really bad because he's like fat or whatever. And it's like, okay, you look the same.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, so maybe they still won't get it. I don't know. As a formerly fat girl, I feel like I'm glad that they know now. Anybody that ever bullied me for being overweight, I hope you just understand the struggle at some point.
And when you said as a formerly fat girl, like my brain immediately was like trying to come up with a nickname for you, like related to that. The name that came to mind was Katie the Big Boss, like the Big Boss.
Oh my gosh. I can't add to my YouTube comments are getting too long. The sign off is getting longer ting the comments.
Yeah, we already have 3, right?
we're at the cap.
We're good. You're good with what you have.
Big boss.
Katie the Big Boss. Story number 3.
Go.
Moving on. Here we go. Don't mess with me at Costco. A couple weeks ago, after checking out at Costco, I was doing the normal routine for loading purchased items into the vehicle. I quickly and efficiently transferred everything from the cart to bags in the backseat of my truck. This usually takes me about 90 seconds to do before returning the cart. I don't like to hold strangers up and generally want to get home and swim around in my Costco purchases like a middle-aged Scrooge McDuck. Just like all the stuff they bought.
Chips and stuff.
Yep. Halfway through said process, some guy pulls up behind my truck and puts on his signal, intending to take my space as soon as I'm done. No problem. I'm moving fast. But then this jerk has the audacity to look impatient after about 3 seconds and vigorously waves for me to hurry up. Seriously, dude? You just got here and are trying to rush me? My process is flawless, and you have the gall to act like I need to hop to your tune? This triggered my pettiness. I'm sorry, my dude, but I'm no longer in control of what happens. This is between you and petty me now. I'm just an innocent bystander. So I immediately stopped my fast and efficient process of packing the vehicle and switched to molasses mode. I slowly moved every item in, one at a time. I pulled out a bag of seaweed snacks and started to look over the top of my glasses to really examine it. I slowly read its description out loud, then looked around as if to find a bystander to discuss this purchase with. I resumed. More items went in. When he looked like he was about to give up, I'd act like I was done. Then discover, nope, more items still in the cart. I dragged this on for about 5 minutes, making him wallow in place, trapped by the sunken cost of how long he already waited. I'm now done and getting behind the wheel. He seemed relieved. Looked like the blood vessel he was about to rupture with impotent rage was finally easing. So I back my truck up slowly. I stop, pull forward to reposition, and then slowly back, and then slowly back. What did he write here? And the slowly back to again. I was trying to correct it while reading it at the same time, but basically, and then slowly back again.
Yeah.
I'm channeling my inner Colin Robinson and making this process as excruciating as possible. I backed up slowly, far more than I needed, until he thought I was going to hit him and started to honk. And finally, I drive away. I know this doesn't compare to most petty stuff on here, but it amused me and I wanted to share. And then he also just says that like he returned the cart, which was directly behind his parking spot. Mm-hmm. And so like as a guy's looking at him return the cart, like super slowly, like just taking like big old like long steps.
Yeah.
And then also when he put the car in reverse and when the reverse lights turned on, that he's imagining the guy like, oh, okay, finally. And then he put it in reverse, and then he told his partner why he was taking so long.
Yeah.
So that was like a longer of the guy waiting and like seeing the lights in reverse.
Yeah.
I think that was it.
Dude, that man is an author.
He's an author, right? He with impotent rage.
And I was getting mental images the whole time.
Me too. And I was reading it like I feel like it didn't have like a really like huge like climax to the story, but
it's just petty revenge.
Yeah, the way he was describing it, like he did such a good job.
Yeah.
Or he or she, I don't know if they're a man or a woman, but
did
such a good job of describing it. Like when he's like, when I'm assuming he's a guy for whatever reason, he's like, I was looking at the seaweed and then like looking over my shoulder to see.
Yeah,
like,
looking over my glasses.
Yeah.
Reading the description.
And then like you read the description and you're like.
Yeah. Anybody want to talk about my seaweed?
Yeah. Have you had this before?
Yeah. Is this good?
Yeah. So I would just imagine the whole situation.
Oh, that's so great. I wish I would have the sometimes I wish I had the balls to like do something like that, just because like I feel like if somebody was like waiting on me, I just kind of like panic and I try and like go faster, you know?
Yeah.
But like sometimes I wish I had like the mind to like.
That's 100% me.
Yeah.
Like meaning in both cases where I try to like, I see something, I'm like, okay, let's go so that this person can park, like, let's get out of here so that let's rock and roll. But if somebody did that to me, I'd be like, oh hell no. Like you know what I would probably do too?
Yeah.
After doing all of that, I would probably like they finally think that I'm leaving. Then I would close my door, lock the car, and walk back inside to Costco, or just walk away. I would walk away.
Or just sit in the car. Yeah, sometimes like I just sit. Sometimes I need to just sit in the car for a second. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm like mapping something or putting on music, or I just like I'm like responding to like text or something. If I was in Costco for a long, like I'm not gonna be walking around Costco on my phone if I'm like pushing a cart or something, So it's like sometimes I just need a minute in the car. You know what I mean? So like, what if I just needed to stay here for 3 minutes? You're gonna freak out.
Yeah, like no one is on your time. No one's on your time. If you want to wait there, then go ahead and wait.
Yeah. But also the second that if they decided to like leave, you know what I mean? Like, oh, screw it. Like they're not going to leave. The second that they pulled out, I would be pulling out right behind them.
Yeah.
Just directly behind them.
Yeah. Cause like, I like what he said. He's like, he's like wallowing at the cost of what he's already spent. Sunken time. Like he's like, well, it's already been 3 minutes. Might as well. Yeah. And then you take another 3 and like, oh, okay, well, it's already been 6, so now might as well stay.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, no.
I'm so like that. That would have been, oh man.
Dude, just furious.
Yeah. Sitting there for 10 minutes.
I would, I would have totally done that, like, too.
Oh man, I wish I had the mind to like do something like that.
I'm trying to remember if I was trying to remember if like I've done that recently. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's just like where somebody was like doing something to me.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have the brain for it. Like my brain immediately just goes like panic, and then I'm like, wait, I'm gonna get out of your hair. You know what I mean?
That's You're saying you wouldn't be able to do the.
No, like I wouldn't even think to do that until like after. Then I'd be like, that guy was rude, and I should have made him wait. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But whatever. Well, maybe when I'm older.
We'll go to Costco after this episode.
Yeah. Just pissing people off at Costco on purpose.
Like you're hunting, you know what I mean? Like, like parking and then like looking for like a busy lane, and then you park there.
Everybody's chilling. It's like a Tuesday morning. Everybody's chilling, and I'm like angry.
Yeah. Oh man.
Okay. Circling kind of all the way back to the beginning. Full circle moment. Petty revenge. Don't assume others don't speak Spanish. So, I'm a bridal stylist. I help people find their wedding gown. I love my job, and 99% of the time, it is a happy, wonderful job with great coworkers and customers. And then there's the 1%. I had a bride today who was very sweet, but just didn't connect with the gowns we had. That's okay, it happens sometimes. She was fine, but her mom, and somehow it's always the mom or the aunt, was decidedly not happy and decided to talk shit about me in Spanish the whole time. Let me repeat that. She was talking shit about her in Spanish because I kind of stopped halfway through. She was saying things like, does this woman know what she's doing? She's pulling nothing but the ugly gowns. And then she says that the gowns were actually pulled by the bride. And I hope you don't ever get as fat as her, and so on. Lovely.
Damn.
Now, I am whiter than a jar of mayo, and I don't necessarily look like I speak Spanish. However, my parents are from a Spanish-speaking country, even though they're not ethnically Spanish or Hispanic. I knew a lot more as a kid, but I still know enough to get around now. So I waited until the end, and as they were leaving, I said, I hope you have a great day. Please feel free to come back anytime you'd like. We have lots more gowns that you can go through if you'd like. In Spanish to the bride and her mom. And oh man, you know how good it feels when you're in a ton of pain and the doctor finally gives you something that works and you're suddenly not feeling the pain anymore, or when you have a craving or when you're craving the hell out of a specific flavor of ice cream and you manage to find it. Yeah, seeing the look on that bride's mom's face when she realized I had heard and understood the entire hour of her ripping me to shreds was so much better.
Damn. It reminds me of that we did another story.
With the Asian girl?
No.
Oh, no, sorry.
It was I think it was a Spanish thing. Where the girlfriend or the boyfriend like spoke Spanish, and they were at the dinner table, and like the family was just like talking trash about him or whatever, and then at the end he like spoke Spanish to them, and then they were mad at him like, oh, how dare,
why
like,
didn't you tell us,
like, why didn't you tell us you spoke Spanish, and like, you're mad that I caught you, that you were talking shit, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean, like, dude,
so awful.
Just the worst. That
happened to me too one time, where it was like in like a horrible, I won't even share the whole story, but I was basically in a horrible situation where I ended up with like people that I didn't know really. It was like my friend at the time's stepdad. You know the story.
Yeah.
But and he was and basically something had happened with their car, and he was ripping me to shreds in Spanish, saying that like I owe him money and I'm like dumb and blah blah blah, and he just assumed I didn't speak Spanish for no reason, and then I ended up,
I mean, he probably knew you were second generation. Just kidding. So you were saying,
I responded to him in Spanish, and then he was like all upset with me and just like refused to talk to me. It was, but like, dude, like,
just people passing on their own freaking mistakes. Like, they don't know who wants to take responsibility.
Yeah.
First of all, you shouldn't have assumed. First of all, you shouldn't be talking shit.
Yeah.
And then also second of all, don't assume. Yeah. And third of all, if you got caught, that's on you. Like, you know, like.
Yeah. But that's so crazy. I never am like talking shit about people in public, but it's so crazy because like I always like, especially, I don't know, especially here now, like or not here necessarily, whatever. Point being, I would sometimes in public speak Spanish to friends or family that I was with that also spoke Spanish if I didn't want people around me like in the conversation. You know what I mean? And it was never to like talk shit, but like, yeah, I just assumed that everybody around me doesn't speak Spanish, I guess. And it's like, damn, dude, I've never, you know. There's nothing for me to get caught about, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Also, like, if you needed to say something about someone for whatever reason, I mean, I guess you'd say it quietly. Yeah. Versus like in Spanish, you know, like, la señora de atrás apesta. Well, you know, like.
Yeah, but
she's like, ¿qué?
Me duele mi estómago. Yeah. No, but it helps, I think, if you like, because then it's like you could still whisper it, but you still have, you know what I mean? You still have to say it loud enough for the other person to hear, whatever. So it's like if you're whispering it in Spanish, then it's like, okay, the likelihood of people around me understanding is like reduced.
Yeah.
You know?
But she got caught. I mean, I'm glad she did it.
She got caught.
She's like, give her a whole freaking soliloquy.
Yeah.
A whole freaking like paragraph in Spanish.
Good
I wonder
for her.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I wonder what the lady was like.
Yeah, just rush out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're never coming back here again. Yeah. We have to move. Yeah.
Oh man.
Damn, dude.
I like this subreddit.
Yeah. Petty revenge.
And then somebody else somebody tagged us in mother-in-laws from hell.
Yeah.
Oh, and I was thinking like, so we've already done 2 mother-in-law episodes. If you guys haven't seen those and you're interested in seeing those, it's episode 5 was the first one. I don't remember the second one.
I think it's like 18.
Is it like 18?
Yeah.
Or 17 right maybe? And I was like, ooh, then we could have like a whole freaking series of mother-in-law. Ooh. Or like a playlist. You know what I mean? Like these are like our
mother-in-law episodes.
Our top mother-in-law episodes or something. Let us know if that's a good idea. If you guys like the mother-in-law episodes, and if you guys would want more of those, more of that subject, and then like, you know, we'd obviously have a playlist or something.
It's 5 and 17.
5 and 17.
People love those, so
people
if you want to check them out,
check it out, eh? Like, we hope you like it, because like, you know, we're working really hard for everyone like that. You know, like it's like, you know, we really put a lot of time and effort, eh?
I don't have my Chicano accent down.
We're gonna have to.
I can't practice on.
Just be like, hey.
Next episode, I'm gonna go into my room right now.
I'm gonna go practice right now, eh?
Yeah.
You say that. I'm gonna go practice right now,
I can't do it.
You can't.
It would be my debut.
It's just like that, eh?
I can't debut it right here.
You gotta say, hey. You gotta say like, for real. Like, no.
I can't do
That's messed up.
I used to say that in high school all the time.
That's messed up?
Yeah. Just like, but like that. It was just like, whatever.
Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning. Thanks for. I was thinking joining and tuning. Thanks for
Toning
toning.
us in.
Yeah. Thanks for toning. So dumb.
Good night.
What?
I said good night.
Good night. Hey, so Emma. Hey, we don't even know what's going on anymore. I don't even know if I should speak normal or if I should speak like, hey, Chicano.
Speak like a.
Speak like a. That's it for this episode.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this episode, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and give us a thumbs up. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.